What's going on, everybody? It's your boy AC4115 back in the building. We're back with another review on the Jonsbo D41 ATX mesh case. Let's go. Today we're going to be doing an open box on the Jonsbo D41 mesh case with the second string. As you can see, you can fit it to a 400mm GPU on the inside. You can also fit a 360mm radiator up at the top. On the front of the case, I have the USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C port on the front, also with a 3.0 USB plug on the front, also with the power button. It also shows you that you can have your PSU in different positions in the inside of the case. It also shows the case for your hard drives in the inside of the case. But let's get to it. Been looking at this case for a little minute. Finally made up my mind, so here we are. I actually got it in black, as you can see. I know everybody does the white builds, but I want to be a little different doing everything black. What do we have? First thing that's in the box is the DS8, the 8-inch display secondary screen for this case. That's actually the screen that you see on the front of the case. Case is a little bigger than I thought, man. Bro, this is a little bigger than I thought. Here we are. This thing out of the box is the manuals. This is your user guide. Right now we got the menu showing. Take time if you need to, pause in between. Quick stuff, you know what I mean? Couple of quick pages, nothing major. It's really just showing you how to take off panels when you put your motherboard and stuff in, how you have to screw it, stuff like that. But let's get to it. Now I remind you, this is the Jonsbo D41 case, the mesh case. This is the bottom half. Already comes with the feet on there. On the bottom of this case, you can fit 3 120mm fans. On the top, you can also fit 3 of the 120mm fans. 41.
As you can see, when we get to the back, we have a lot of open space for ventilation at the top. We got a space in the back for a 120 millimeter fan. We also have 5 trays that you slide out for your GPU. The one on the bottom is for the screen in the front, the 2 wires that comes from that second screen. This open space right here is where your motherboard will be for all of your ports. As you can see from the front, beautiful glass from Jonsbo, tempered glass. That panel that says Jonsbo on it, it's actually able to be taken out if you want. This front piece is all mesh. The bottom part has a USB-C, headphone jack, and a USB 3.0. And this is also the power button that is LED lit up. This is where this front piece comes off, and that's actually where your front monitor will go on your tower if that's where you want it at. All right, now we're gonna crack this top part off. Open it up. And to take off this top panel, you will have to undo the back screws, which you can untwist with your hands, fresh out of the package. To get the top piece off, you will have to slide back and lift because the top is actually clamped in. They just slide right in and lock in. That's how it goes on. For these front pieces, if you give it a little strength, it'll just pop off. They're also just clamped in there, as you can see. To take off the side panels, you will have to pull towards you and then lift up because there are pins that go in and the hooks that hook on to the side. It's really easier than I'm making it seem. Finally, you can see we get that to pop off. Move all this out the way. As we go to this side, you have a spot for your SSD, portable hard drives, 2 spots for that. You have a lot of opening for all your wires. That is actually the plugs that come from your front power button, your USB, your headphone jack. Up top, you see that you have a lot of space. In this bag is actually the wires for your power plug, your USB, and your headphone jack, and your USB 3.0. It will all have to be plugged into your motherboard. And just remember, all of this opening where your wires will be at will all be covered by the side panel. 3-prong port at the top for your power plug. Right now we are going to take out this tempered glass side panel. Just pop off the top, pull and lift again just like the other side panel, because it has those hooks on the bottom. Be careful not to drop your glass. At this moment, we are going to show the insides where your internals will be at. This bottom piece here is a little cage for your hard drives if you have them in there. That's the plugs for your power port and all that stuff for the front panel. If you keep this case in for your hard drives, you will only be able to fit 2 of the 120 millimeter fans. If you take that piece out, you could fit 3 of the 120 millimeter fans on the bottom. Up top, you can see there is a cage for your PSU. Also, when you move that cage for your hard drives in the front,
it will give you space to put another 120mm fan in the front of the case. It fits a full ATX motherboard and also a micro ATX motherboard, and it fits up to a 400mm GPU. And now we're going to take a look at the Jonsbo D41 front display. It is an 8-inch display. Now, as you can see, part number is DS8. And it works for D41 and D31. In the inside, it comes with a user guide. This is the user guide. More protection for the screen. It also comes with a USB-A to a US Type-C for the power to the screen. It also comes with a full HDMI to a mini HDMI, so you can plug the display into your GPU. These are the extra accessories. Last but not least, the DS8 8-inch display for the D41 and D31 Jonsbo cases. And just so you know, this can be just used as a plain second monitor if you need one. They have apps that you can download so you can show the GPU and CPU temperatures and different settings that's on your computer. It is an 8-inch LCD screen. On the back, you will see the mini HDMI port and the USB-C port. Also, the plus and minus for turning up the brightness and dimming the brightness, and also the power. In this front piece, you can see the wires right here. This is the power cord and the mini HDMI port for that screen. As you see, plug on that. Pull your wires back in. Help your man explain your wires. And if you didn't notice those 4 prongs on the back, it just pops right in to the clamp on the front of the case. And that is the basic breakdown of this Jonsbo D41 case. In a moment, I'm actually going to show you this thing at work. Show you how it looks with the fans, the PSUs, the motherboard, GPU, with the screen on the front. And with that screen, you can actually put it wherever you want to. Take it off, put it wherever.